tell me about clown school.
Yeah, it's the best. It was the best experience of my life. I was 20 years old, so last year I went.
Yeah.
I was 20 to 22 when I was there. It's in a small village just outside of Paris called Étampes, La Village d'Étampes. And funny enough, with Stamp Town, Étampes translates to stamp. So Stamp Town is an homage to our clown school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How did you hear about clowns? What made you want? Did you travel from here?
So I was in Los Angeles. I moved at 18 to be a star. I know, brave. Knowing no one had no experience. Obviously, it's worked. Yeah. And I was working at the UCB theater, and I was like interning there, scrubbing the toilets for free classes. And my night manager worked for Sacha Baron Cohen's company, and Sasha had studied at this clown school. And at the time that I was like interviewing, this teacher, Philippe Gaulier, came to Los Angeles, and I was like, okay, let me use my little good Jewish boy networking skills. Let me go take this workshop so I have something to talk about in the interview. And I went and took this workshop, and it just blew my mind. Like, I had never seen anybody approach this, especially after this kind of like bullshit. I was in like a bullshit wankery acting theater conservatoire in LA as well, and I was taking all these like wanky acting classes, and I was not really finding my groove in improv and sketch. Like, everyone was like, play to the top of your intelligence and play a version of you. And I'm like, I want to play two chopsticks going through a divorce. Like I want to play a cupboard. And they're like, all right, brother, like chill out. And so I felt way more free in this clown school, or in this clown class. And I got the job for Sasha, and I had the best time of my life working there. I was like a really unfunny 19-year-old, like living the dream. And I halfway through was like, hey, I want to go to this, like, this is my dream job, but I want to perform. I want to go to this clown school. And he went, go. So I went, and I was supposed to go for 6 months. And then 2 weeks in, I signed up for the 2 years. And it was 75 of the weirdest people from 45 different countries. Like, it's a bunch of people who have nowhere else to go, but they feel this call and this desire in their heart to be on stage. And it's like, nothing else works, but I know I have this, and I know I want to do this. So you end up there. It's like, you don't choose to do this. It's like, it sucks. Being a clown is awful. It's a logistical nightmare. My costume, I've given myself thrush 5 times for my costume. It's embarrassing, and I travel with fake dynamite and fake guns and fake money. And on one of my with this most recent partner, like, I went to go, she was sick, and I was like, oh, perfect opportunity for Zachy Boy to swoop in and be a sweet man here. And she was like, can you go to this dumpling place around the corner and get me like a dumpling soup? She lived in Chinatown. And she was like, it's cash only. And I was like, oh, perfect. We just made some money off merch. Reach into my bag, pull out some money. I go to this place in Chinatown. I go to pay for it. And I realize as I give it to them, there's like these like 3 60-year-old Chinese women putting my money through this money machine, and it's coming out fake. And they're like threatening to call the police and yelling at me because I grabbed my prop money by accident. So I paid with accidentally faked $100 bills, and I'm like, no, I'm like a character comedian, I promise. Like, I promise, I have a rubber chicken in my pocket and pockets full of condoms that I don't use. And then I ran back to go give her the soup because I finally made it there. And she had to leave because she had to go somewhere else. She had like an appointment, so she didn't get to eat her soup, and she was pissed off at me. And I was like, this can't happen to anyone else.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. And then also, it's like, sucks to be a clown too, because people are like, oh, you're a comedian? Like, tell me a joke. And I'm like, oh, I don't. And then I got clowned at TSA in Syracuse. The woman was like, hey, get a load of this guy. He's a comedian who doesn't tell any jokes. And then everyone's cracking up at me, and I'm like, this is awful. And then she's like going through my bag. Why do you have all these Oscar awards? And what are all these what are these fake bullets that you have in here? And I'm like, I promise you, it's like, it's for like a really high art character, theatrical, comedic, physical performance. You wouldn't understand. So it's a nightmare, but it was the best. It was the best time.
Do you have a clown name?
No. One ick for me and red flag: clowns who make it their whole personality and have names. They're like, I'm Bucket Magoober, and I'm a sad faced, white faced clown. Get a life. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. And you're embarrassing, and you're ruining this for all of us. All right? It's already hard enough to be a clown. Obviously, I didn't speak to my family for 10 years until they accepted this. So, like, I'm working through that. I'm working through the industry. You say clown, that's like saying a slur. No one wants to hear that. So don't make it your life and ruin it for the fucking rest of us.
So what's your rate for kid parties? I'm kidding.
It depends. No. I've never done any. I don't do any. While Stamptown is for the kids, we do not do any kid-friendly performance.
I know. I was just kidding.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't